Hey everybody, it's Jana and Carolyn from the Holistic Institute of Wellness and the Holistic Wellness Revolution.
Awesome. Hi everyone, hope you're doing great out there today, and we are bringing about some information on vibrational energy.
Some of my favorite topics.
So you can kind of consider this Vibrational Energy 101. These are just some of the basic tips we're going to be sharing today. But essentially, the body is always creating and it is always producing molecules that are vibrating at an electromagnetic frequency.
Yes, and these frequencies will be charged at either high waves, high frequency, low frequency, some in the middle, but usually we're on one side or the other.
Yes. And some examples of high frequency are things about just you're more self-aware, you're more tuned into yourself, you're more emotionally balanced. And you also just come from that place of gratitude and joy and kind of looking at that. Your cup is half full versus half empty. Yeah. You also are very tuned into nurturing yourself and nurturing those around you. You don't take as much personally. You realize that you have your own sense of self and everyone else around you has theirs, and we're all responsible for our emotions and energy. Yes. And then typically that does affect the physical body. So if you vibrate on a higher level, then typically you have a naturally strong physical body as well.
Yes, that's great. And then if you find yourself just having a day and it's a very low frequency day, we've all had them, we know what they feel like, but just be self-aware. Be aware of where you're coming from. Are you noticing a lot of negative self-talk? Are you having a difficult time connecting with people? You're emotionally distant that day. Are you feeling stuck in life or just that particular day maybe? These are all low frequency days. Some people will talk about how they don't feel very fulfilled. Again, either in life or maybe that day, that week. Everything's changing. It's so fluid. That's why I keep going back and forth. Some people tend to be very cynical or skeptical. These are very low frequencies. And so low frequencies mean it's a slower churn. It's a slower churn. High frequencies actually oscillates very quickly. And it's just like anything we're watching in life. If something slows down, it's kind of like a river that slows down. It starts to collect more mud and it starts to collect more debris. Well, that happens in our energy fields. If we find ourselves in a room and it's a low room, you will notice it real fast by how other people are being, acting, talking, and you'll notice all of a sudden you might have a headache. You don't feel very good. You're a little irritated.
Yeah.
This can happen, and all that's happened is your frequency is shifted.
Yes. And you can also be in those two states in the same day. Like, so you can roll through your days in a high frequency state, and then something might occur and it drops you into a low frequency state. That's why we are always suggesting having some sort of mindful wellness practices such as gratitude, journaling, meditation, because those practices help lift your vibration back up. Definitely. You can also start your day off in a low frequency state and raise your energy up as well. So there's different ways of approaching it. So, if you don't feel like you're in a high state, don't get down on yourself, because there's probably parts of your life that you are in a high state. There's also probably times of your day that you're in it. But sometimes we all dip down into those lower states. And the key is being aware.
Right. It happens to all of us. And this is a time of literal fluidity.
Yes.
So we really are in all of it, all of the time. And that's where discernment comes in. That's where we are all learning and teaching ourselves. Where am I at this moment?
Yeah. And that's the best way to look at it from a day-to-day basis. It's just, I used to look at it on a scale. So I would draw a little scale 1 to 10, and I would be like, where is my frequency today? Am I at a 2? Am I at an 8? And so ultimately we want to get to just a really nice balance because we don't want to what we want to try and work on is moving from those extremes. So from a really low extreme to a very high extreme to a very high extreme to a very low extreme. That's what we want to work on improving. We want to hit a nice balance.
Middle ground.
Where we are just in a nice flow of life, vibration, and frequency.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, Jana. Well, how about we draw a card?
How about we draw a card?
Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
So,
We have a new deck today.
yes, we have our animal deck, and sometimes this brings the elements in with it as well. So, would you like to draw a card today?
I will draw a card.
Awesome.
I will draw this
So,
card.
I'll have everybody just take a moment, if you will, and close your eyes. And we're just going to take a nice couple of deep breaths to center our energy. And just connect into your heart space for a few moments. And just ask yourself in this moment where you are, am I vibrating at a high frequency or am I vibrating at a low frequency in this moment? And if you are vibrating in a low frequency, ask yourself, what can I do to shift my energy into a higher space? And if you're vibrating in a high frequency, ask yourself, what can I do to keep myself balanced and aligned so that I may maintain this frequency? And then just take a nice, comfortable deep breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right.
Beautiful. This is interesting. I've never pulled this one. This one is called dugong. And it looks like, I believe they're manatees.
They are, I believe, in the manatee family.
Or in the manatee family.
Yes.
And this will stand for trust, grace, mystery, and humor. Trust, grace, mystery, and humor.
Nice.
I suppose that's what we are needing. Okay. The message being of dugong. As an ancient bridge between the realms of land and sea, dugong honors the woven wisdom of your physical body and heart. For dugong, the key to survival is not to fight or flee, not to chase or hunt, but to move with grace and ease, calling and allowing that which is needed to come to you. Dugong's message is to slow down, breathe deeply, take time to be. With dugong, more is achieved through less effort. Allow the feminine power within you to sing its song into the waters, summoning that which you require and desire most. Action may still be required, but first find your place in the moment with an aim of doing from a higher state of being. Now that is perfect. With dugong, no matter how busy you seem to be, know that there is always time to do what is most important. Take time to honor those you love, and yourself. Celebrate the gift of children and embrace your role in nurturing the spirit of those younger than you on their path. Rush nowhere and you will find yourself everywhere. You need to be just at the perfect time. Start by being right here, right now. Quick affirmation. I am present. I am calm. I trust the abundant flow of life that now brings to me all that I need and desire. With peace and gratitude, I share my gift with others.
What a great message
Seriously.
for vibrational energy.
Seriously, it was perfect.
That's excellent. So, if you need some assistance in balancing your energy, call on the dugong
Yes.
to help you be in the ease and flow.
Yes.
Dugongs are also, of course, a water mammal, very similar to the manatee. So they do bring that element of water with them. And because this year has a huge representation of water. We are actually in a water year, the water rabbit, in the Chinese zodiac. But because of the tremendous energies that we have experienced through the month of March, and now we're headed into fire season during this month of April, there's a lot of balance that's going on.
Yeah.
So call on the dugong for assistance.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
It's beautiful.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Have an excellent April,
Yes.
and we will see you soon.
Yes.
Be well.
Be well.